Hello and welcome to another Dudley Lodge video. Today we're going to be showing you how to make our homemade healthy pizzas. These are perfect for the kids while they're off school in the 6 weeks holidays, to get them involved in cooking and to get them eating healthier than normal. We're also going to be showing you how to make a tomato base, seen on the bottom of these pizzas, filled with hidden vegetables and loads of good stuff. So if you want to find out how we made these pizzas, then just keep watching. So to start off, we're going to make our sauce, which is the tomato base of the pizza. And to do this, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of a pan, along with some onion and some garlic, just to fry these off so they're cooked through. Always make sure that if you've got children around, that they're fully supervised. They can't grab any knives or any hobs or pans. So once you have cooked these through properly and they've got a nice golden colour like so, we're just going to take them and pop them into our blender. And then we're going to put 1 whole pepper in, along with 1 can of chopped tomatoes. We're going to take some salt and some pepper and some oregano. We haven't used any measurements here, but 1 tablespoon of oregano and 1 teaspoon of both salt and pepper is fine. Some squeeze of tomato puree and 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And then we're going to pop the lid on and blitz these all together. So if there was any ingredients in there that you didn't like, you can't particularly taste them when it's all been blitzed together. If you didn't want to add them, you can just take out whichever ones that you didn't like. So we're going to blitz that for 10 seconds. And then when you've got a nice smooth consistency, you have got your sauce. So once we've made our tomato base, we're going to move on to the pizza dough. This is just some pizza dough bought from the supermarket. It can be found in any of the fresh sections. It can make 1 big large pizza or 3 small ones like we're going to make, and it can even make 6 bite-sized pizzas if you wanted to make them even smaller. But to start off with, we're just going to pop some flour down and start rolling them into a circle. So the dough can be quite tough, so you might just want to use some varied ways of stretching it out, either with your hands or with the rolling pin. Doesn't matter, they don't have to be perfectly circular. Like you can see, ours isn't exactly the perfect shape, but they all taste the same. So then once you've got the shape that you want, we're just going to start popping them onto a baking tray before we pop our toppings on. So once we've made our pizza doughs, we're going to take the sauce that we made earlier and put a few teaspoons into the middle of the pizza dough and then distribute it out evenly. You want to make sure that you leave about 1 inch of a gap around the circumference of the dough so that you leave some room for some crust, and then just put on however much you like, whether you want just a little bit of sauce or loads, it's totally up to you. So then just before we add the toppings to the pizzas, we're going to turn the oven on to 200 degrees or gas mark 8. So then moving on to the fun option, and that is adding the toppings to the pizzas. This is where you've got free range to get creative and add whatever you want. So we're using mushrooms, and then we're using a little bit of ham, but you can keep them vegetarian. You can add completely what you want to. Obviously these are focused at kids, so we're adding some pineapple because you know that's one of their favourites. We're also going to use the cheese to cover the toppings, so if it was that you wanted to add vegetables and cut them up small and then cover it with the cheese so they don't really know they're there, that's quite good and it kind of helps to disguise them. Or you can get the kids involved and get them to add vegetables themselves, so they can put the cheese on first and then they can create smiley faces or funky patterns. It's totally up to you. So once you're done, you can then just pop the pizzas into the oven on the baking tray, but we're just going to transfer ours onto a grill, as you can see here, just because it allows the air to circulate better, so you get a better crust on your pizza. But then we're going to pop them into the oven for about 10 to 14 minutes, depending on how big they are, depends on how long they take, but just keep an eye on them until the crust has got a nice golden brown colour. So then when your pizzas are done, all that's left to do is serve and enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to give us a like and subscribe below and check out our website for any more details on today's recipe.